gets a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly if that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see the number 22 team in the country, the SMU Mustangs, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Mustangs will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Perez. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Toss to the left. Turning it on. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. He now has 85 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Dial up the run on 1st and goal. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around, and this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
After giving up that big play, this defense has been a rock. 3rd and goal coming. Back to throw, it's Carr. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And it's 3rd and goal, and listen, you're throwing for it. I get it, but we got to understand the shortness of the field down here and what I can get off quickly. I can't take sacks. I want to give myself that opportunity on 4th down to have a really manageable situation if I want to go for it.
It is perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. Fresh off its best season since the Pony Express era, Rhett Lashley really had SMU humming, but they lost the ACC championship game, got beat in the playoff, and now to see how they'll respond.
Finish. That's been the thing that they've talked about all off season. They're going to try to carry into this year. Obviously, you take one game at a time. You've got to finish games. You've got to finish seasons. If they do that, David, they think they can have a very special season.
No doubt, and I think finding their guy last year in Kevin Jennings, he didn't start the season. Game 3, he entered. So now knowing he's your dude, all that promise, all that ability with Rhett Lashley in this offense, they've got to continue to score a bunch of points and perform at a high level.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. For just a second, let's take a big picture view of SMU. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
And it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
And the Mustangs with the 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Jennings. Quickly complete. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. Last season, Kevin Jennings took over as the SMU quarterback, and they went 11-1 before stumbling in the ACC championship game and in the college football playoff. What does he need to focus on in terms of improvement? He's got some space.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out at the back, find some space to go to work?
The Mustangs can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. They'll run the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Grab near the sticks. It's Brinson. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the 1st.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
He wants to throw it again. Here's a heat. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage. All the guys on your defense are chasing their guys. They don't have vision on the quarterback, but he is such a good athlete. He notices it, he takes off, he chews up yards, and makes a big play.
And the Mustangs have it with a 1st and goal. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Trying to find the end zone. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Mustangs!
My man, get him the ball. He will do the rest. Catches the football, walks into the end zone. Feed that man the rock.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So a drive there of 84 yards, and they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Barres. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here come the Irish, back on offense. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Throws to the wideout. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
He's looking to pass. He's got it. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling that catch.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. He's going for the goal line. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, SMU! The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And the extra point makes it 14-3. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Fielded in the end zone, it's Beretta. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute. You've got to lock in.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Makes the catch. Powers through the defender. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
From the gun on 3rd down. He's going to take off. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
He's got 98 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. To the ground, he's got it again.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run it from the gun. Creates a little room. Stopped at the 47-yard line. A 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
Nice run there. Doesn't it just feel like Notre Dame football when you see that, too? You know, you got touchdown Jesus looking down, and one thing Notre Dame has always seemed to have is big uglies up front. Guys pushing the pile. NFL talent on this offensive line. Just having their way. Making life easy for these running backs. It is a beautiful thing to see.
He might want another play. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Marcus Freeman added another chapter to the Year 3 success stories of Notre Dame coaches, taking the Irish to the national championship game, and he looks like a cornerstone coach for the future.
It was so impressive what they were able to do, bouncing back from an early season loss against Northern Illinois when everybody counted them out. He's done an outstanding job recruiting. He's got a great coaching staff. This team is built and ready to make another run.
Yeah, he's got superstar written all over him. He has the next coach to break that ceiling and win a title.
And it's picked off at the goal line. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Give to the running back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. As you watch how a season unfolds and you get off to a good start like these guys have in ACC play, that momentum can really be powerful.
Oh, 100%. The momentum, the confidence. Like, you go from starting the season and saying, we want to be great in these areas, and now you're starting to see it, starting to pile up some conference wins. Now, Jesse, getting to the middle of the season, and you got to continue to evolve, right? Be ready for some of these rivalries.
No doubt about it. And I think they also like the fact that they've got some guys stepping up and making plays consistently. It's one thing to do it off in non-conference play against weaker competition early in the year, but now that you're into the meat of your ACC schedule, they've got guys on both sides of the ball that they can count on week in, week out.
Quarterback on the keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Throws to the tight end. He's open on the right. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business. First and goal and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Irish!
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal. You understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in a terrific top 15 matchup. Georgia is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the momentum may be turning. These dogs have picked themselves up off the canvas before, and they are capable of it again today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Texas A&M. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Mustangs in the hurry-up.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
I think as a quarterback, you get in your mind before the snap a lot of times where you're going with the football, and sometimes you lock on it a little bit too long, and right there I think he did. He'd probably want that throwback.
Wants to throw. It's Jennings. Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Got a man. It's Knight. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They were counting on making a few yards after the catch on third down. Instead, they're staring at 4.
Yeah, and I think a lot of times you trust your guy. You throw it to him, and you say, I can make somebody miss or lower my shoulder and get to the sticks. The defense had none of that. Nice job tackling. Nice job forcing the 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Complete out of the backfield. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's fourth down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down distance line.
There he goes. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
From the gun, the ground game. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Operating in the red zone here on second down. He'll keep it himself. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
He got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. To the air, it's Jennings. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Mustangs! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's live. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Here come the Irish back on offense. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
That's a really good-looking physical run. I'll tell you, when you think of Notre Dame football, too, you think of all the great coaches they've had, Eric Parsegian, Newt Rockne, Lou Holtz. Those guys would love what they're seeing right now.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You can tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Wants to go up top. Moves around to clear up the vision. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Knocked down to the tackle.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
Looking to the big tight end. And that third down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete. The Irish send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Working that left side. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably cheating too.
Leaves it with the running back. Turning it on. Quick step and go. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved the touchdown.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
He'll pull it on the read. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Looking for a man. It's Jennings. Grabbed over the middle. It's Brinson. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense, too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now we're setting up 4th down.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Throws to the wideout. He's got it. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
That's reeled in. It's Love. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
He makes the catch. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Gonna run it. It's Love. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. He's got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
That that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wide receiver comes in motion. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to pass, it's Jennings. Fires left. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. After the misfire now on second down. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Unloads to the wideout. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Going to the run to start this second half. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. That's caught. It's Renson. Breaks into the open. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Oh, what a cut! They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. And the Mustangs come to the line with a new set of downs. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Maryland. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. He's got it on the right. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Plows through the defense. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Going for the marker on the ground. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, SMU! Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Bob. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of...
Oh, there's an alley to the left. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him.
And that's the exact opposite of what this defense drew up in the locker room. You want to stop giving up explosive plays. You want to play deep, make the offense earn it. But play one, they put the ball in the air, down the field. DB can't make a play. Not only that, the run after the catch, a disastrous start for this defense.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. He'll pull it down and run. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
Well, he's showing you all the tools in the toolbox now. We saw earlier in the game his ability throwing the football, and now you're getting to see it with him running, too. This guy is the definition of a dual-threat quarterback, and right now, this defense has no answer for him.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Pocket breaking down. Caught over the middle. It's Knight. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Plays are going to break down, but that never seems to affect this quarterback. He's so athletic and so fast. He's able to avoid the pass rush, get himself on the perimeter, and now he's just using his guy.
Oh, he's got some space. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The Mustangs moving quickly to the line.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Fires to the tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
Third and short, I have no problem with RPO because I can run it or I can throw it if I see something opening. Maybe he should have ran that one. You got 2 downs possibly to still try to make it happen, but he definitely didn't throw an accurate ball.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. Offense in a bunch formation. We'll send the tight end in motion. Looking to throw, it's Carr. He's going to fire deep. Brings it in down the left side. Finds a seam.
receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his second touchdown of the game.
Extra point here will tie the game. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Wants to fire on second down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
That's one of those plays where you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of those bullets that you got to dodge throughout a game to get the win, to limit those big plays.
He's going to run it. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
And on the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
The give to the running back from the shotgun.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Looking to pass. It's Jennings. It's in. Complete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Snagged in the middle, it's Johnson. He stopped short of the 40, right at the 39, and it's fourth down. And the Mustangs will punt this one away. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got it behind the line. It's Washington. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They'll move the wide receiver. On third and short, they'll go to the power running game. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on fourth down. Trying to get it to the marker. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And how about the defense coming up big on fourth and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass, it's Jennings. Oh, they're after him! And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. That's caught. It's Knight. There he goes. Touchdown, Mustangs. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Coming out with it, it's Love. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. The give to the tailback. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Might as well stick with him. Past the first down marker and still running. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Off the play fake on first down. With the catch, it's Love. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Trying to take it back. He's at the touchdown, SMU. The defense takes matters into its own hands. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick 6.
These guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here come the Irish back on offense. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on 2nd and short. But the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the 4th quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get.
Going downfield for the big play. It's caught. And what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline.
The only way they were getting back in this game is if they did that. Great job. Huge explosive play by this offense. We need multiple scores. Got to keep the hammer down, but great job making the explosive.
Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. To throw, it's Carr. They're setting up the screen.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Finds his big tight end. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry, but they've got to.
Touchdown, Notre Dame! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. They have not been able to cover this guy all day.
Nah, I tell you what, this offense is featuring him. They're doing a really good job. This guy's explosive. He's dynamic. He's making big plays. And heck yeah, I'm going to get him the football as many ways as I can. Kudos to the offense for finally getting it.
How about this? These guys are going for 2. Snap in the shotgun. Under fire. Throw to the end zone. Picked off. The 40. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. He took that baby all the way to the house. A pick 2, as it were.
I love the effort by the field goal unit. They don't just take the play off. They don't hang their heads. They rush the extra point. Look at that. Get their hand up, get a paw on it, pick it up, and take it all the way back for 2 points and gain some momentum for this defense.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. DB's right up on the receivers. The give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
To the air. It's Jennings. Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the 4th quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when you don't.
Turning it on. A And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Mustangs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Great job by the offense there, getting the first down on the ground, staying in bounds too. So if you're on defense here, you might want to start thinking about using your timeouts. You've got 3 in your back pocket, but trailing, you've got to start using them.
And the Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. First down here for the offense. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
As they come to the line on second down, ordinarily you might go up top, but they need to keep this one on the ground, keep that clock winding. Back to throw, it's Jennings. Here comes the heat. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Well, we know the defensive coordinator's been harping on his guys about this. Earlier in the game, this quarterback was killing him with his scrambling ability and his ability to take off. That time, though, nice adjustment by the defense. It was almost as if they were expecting him to scramble that time. Really, really nice job defensively.
And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Trying to keep the drive alive. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
How about that? You got the lead late in the game. Get some first downs. Salt this clock away. This is the exact position you want your offense in.
Imposing their will, right, David? I mean, we know we're running it. You know we're going to run it. We're trying to ice this game. There's nothing you can do to stop us.
Not all close games are created